Google Analytics. Google Analytics is a free tool to monitor your website statistics, your visitors, where they come from, where they go, how long they stay at your site, the bounce rate, and tons more useful technical information about your website. So let's go there now and register our website. So to find Google Analytics, simply type it in. Okay, and it's analytics.google.com. Okay, and you'll see this welcome screen if you have never used it before. So click Set Up for Free. Okay, and add your account name. So this will be your tracking ID. So we could put in, so probably better to put in, if you want to have more than one website, you might want to use your personal name or your company name. It doesn't really matter. So I think I'll put in this company name. Click Next. So you want to measure your website. Okay, and then your website name. You could select your category. I'm going to put in home and garden. Doesn't really matter. And the reporting time. I'll just leave it that for now. So press Create. Accept the terms and conditions. Okay, once you have everything set up, you're going to have to put tracking code into your website so that Google Analytics can monitor your visitor usage and gather data for your website. So what you would do is select this. You could just click it, press Control-C to copy it, and then put it into your website. Now you have to put it into the HTML code. Most premium WordPress themes will allow you to enter the code into a field in their control panel. I'm not sure if mine has that, so let's go check because I'm using a free theme. Okay, so we're here. Theme options might have it. No. So what we're looking for is like a scripts, an area to put scripts, because that's what this is. So since this theme doesn't have a way to put scripts in, we're simply going to install a plugin to do that. So you go to Plugins, Add New, and what it's called is Headers and Footers. We just type in Headers, and that should give us what we need. Insert headers and footers right here. So just click Install Now. Activate. Okay, so now we go to Settings and Insert Headers and Footers. So if you look back here, it says copy and paste this code as the first item into the head of every web page you want to track. Okay, so if we put a script in here, this will now go into every page on our website, which is where we want it. So click Save. Okay, so once that's done, you go back to Analytics, and you'll have to wait a couple hours to a day for things to start tracking, but by now you are finished. Okay, so on an active site, this will be the default dashboard, the home page that you'll see. So right now this shows that this site has received 22,000 visitors in the last 7 days. They've performed 25,000 sessions. So a session is something that the visitor does within a certain block of time. I think it's 30 minutes. So this shows that a visitor did more than one thing on the site. Bounce rate is actually pretty high at 89.7. Usually we want to keep it around 70%. And then the session duration is only 40 seconds. So I definitely have to increase that, because usually I like to keep it around a minute 20 would be really, really good. Okay, there's a whole pile of options here, but what we want to look at is audience and overview. And this shows us everything on our site. So this shows the users, and you can order this right now. It's the last 7 days, so let's do this for the entire month. So go November 1st to November 30th. Okay, so we've had 111,000 users. 109 of them were new. Total of 131,000 sessions, which means that each user did 1.1 actions. So that's click on a link, go to a new page, etc., etc. So that's pretty low. I want to do that a little higher. Okay, there's a total of 151,000 page views and pages per session. So visited a little more than one page. Average duration is 40 seconds and the bounce rate was almost 90%. So these are metrics that I definitely want to try to increase, and we've already talked about how to do that. Either have a related posts plugin, which I don't have on this site, or certain other interesting things to keep them reading, keep them on the site longer, to increase these metrics. So I'm not going to get too much into this because this is a course in itself, but there's a whole pile of stuff that you can figure out. There's demographics, so where they come from, the language, male versus female, their interests. You have geo-targeting. So there's a whole pile of information here. Mobile versus desktop use, the type of browser they use as well. Okay, and that's just in the audiences. Acquisition shows how they came to your site. So organic search was 93,000 users. Direct, so this would be 9,000 through direct, so that's either actually typing in the domain name or they've bookmarked the site. Social, so this would be Facebook or Pinterest. Referrals would be from other websites. A couple visitors through email campaigns, and so on and so forth. So I encourage you to explore everything that Google Analytics has to offer. But for SEO purposes, the most important statistics to look at are these right here: the bounce rate, the users, the number of sessions. So try to keep the bounce rate down and keep the session up.